about time. First, time is not our friend. I did say that we're going to know more about Waka. Actually, that was a beautiful presentation. Narrated his experience. How many people know that the first university in the whole world is an Islamic university? 859, that's a long time. That's the first university in the whole world. But most of us think that maybe it's Harvard or any other university. All right, let's bring Imam here, National Chief Imam of AL-HABIBIYYAH Islamic Society. He's going to tell us all about WACA and also tell us about the program and one. It's two programs in one. So, please let's hand over the microphone to Imam Fuad Adeyemi. Atakbir.
Well, assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi once again. Let me start with and thank Sister Mardia. Sister Mardia was not prepared for this program. She just said she saw something on my status and she wanted to come and discuss something. Now, she was not invited. She saw something on my status and she believed I've been in the mosque. I said, where have you been? Incidentally, she has been with God because she has been very sick. And she's just coming out and we had everyone to go to her. And she has been doing this. Ms. Parodia, we are very grateful. Okay, she's a volunteer. Let me start with responses. Let me first start from Mardia. Mardia said, do you know that the first university in the world is Islamic University? That is an half-truth. Do you know that the movie we are talking about 7 universities before the first one got to Europe? Do you know the difference the time the Muslim has the first university until the first university went to Europe was 250 years difference? Now let me tell you the story. It's unfortunate we Muslims we don't read our own story. That we have been the one ruling the world. But unfortunately, when the enemy took over our leadership, we are now fighting ourselves. We are not doing anything. The first university was established, as explained by Madam Nurudin, a woman who inherited her parents. 2 of them inherited their parents. The first one was Fatima. The second one is Maria. When she got her money, she built a mosque. And the mosque she built, she now built schools. There will be a classroom, there will be room for students where they will be sleeping. She built it right. That classroom, the particular classroom will teach a particular subject. Another one will teach particular subject. And that is the first university that compartments courses for the first time in the history of mankind. It was that lady. When she incidentally, my brother was making the he said, Imam, the Quran you have been talking for more than 20 years, you are able to see it with your own eyes. Incidentally, when I got there, I became a tour guide to even those who are living in Quran because I've been studying the situation for more than 30 years. So, when you don't know what your parents have, you won't know what you should look for. Many of us don't know what Islam has done. We are not proud of our religion. We don't know we own the world. That Quran has been free from waqf. The woman turned into a waqf. From 859 AD up to today, it has been free. Research, funding, staff salary, academics, students, tuition fees, students accommodation, student feeding, they are all free since 859 AD up to today. I was shocked, I was happy, I was excited when our father here said he has never heard anything about waqf. But let me go back to that history. It will also interest you. Perhaps you don't know that even in Africa, we are talking about 2 universities before the first one got to Europe. I've never heard of the University of Sankore University in Mali, in Timbuktu. Sankore University was established in 952 AD in Mali. The first university in Europe was University of Bologna that was established in 1088 AD. Calculate 859 to 1088. That was the first university in Europe. It was called, you can Google it, whether you have phone in your hand. Confirm what I'm telling you. The University of Bologna was the first university in Morocco, in Italy. It was the first one in Europe. And the English, they were jealous of the Italians. They established Oxford University. And when they established Oxford University, there was a crisis among the lecturers. So they were fighting themselves. So most lecturers, they moved out from Oxford University to go and establish Cambridge University. Let me stop with that story. And in between university, their own first one, our own. Let me tell you the university that we have not seen, we don't know. Many people used to think Ashland University was our first university, but it was our number 5 or number 6. Ashland University is also a waqf. Up to today, it is still a waqf. After the University of Prague, we have Al-HABIBIYYAH Academy. Al-HABIBIYYAH Academy is a multi-campus university that was one of them was headed by Imam Al-Ghazali. So Imam Al-Ghazali has been a vice chancellor right from age of 28. He was the one that was managing all the campuses of Al-HABIBIYYAH Academy before Azhar University. Let me draw the story. Our father said he is not aware of waqf. Many of us are not. I met somebody in Ghana. The person was almost crying, said, "Where are you when we discuss about waqf?" This thing I'm telling you is not more than a week. It's not a long story. The man saw what he said he wanted to sell his house to build a school and a mosque. And I told him, you don't need it. You can maintain that your house, and the house will continue to give you mosque, it will continue to give you a school, and your house will still remain. And I explained the concept of waqf to him. He said, why didn't you meet Aminu Dantata before he died? The man was almost crying. Who was there? Huh? Okay, yes. This one was there. This one was the first one. Then Ridwan. He was almost crying. I'm happy. Many of us, we accepted that we have a problem, and the problem is we don't understand the concept of waqf very well. I was happy when Allah said he's hearing because waqf for the first time today. And that is the problem. Islam is much, much better than our balance. You know what happened to our balance? They don't know, and they will pretend that they know. They will now be using Sadaqah to Jariyah to explain waqf. They will tell you how to do Sadaqah to Jariyah. Ask them what Sadaqah to Jariyah. They will say it is waqf. They don't know that not every Sadaqah to Jariyah is a waqf, but every waqf is a Sadaqah to Jariyah. Let me come again. Not every Sadaqah to Jariyah is a waqf, but every waqf is a Sadaqah to Jariyah. Let me give you an instance. They encourage you to build a mosque. They said it's a Sadaqah to Jariyah. You build a mosque, a roof was cut off by air. Who repaired it? The mosque, the toilet is smelling. Who cleans it? Who is in charge of it? The imam there, who pay his salary? The cleaning of the mosque, who do, or they ask you to build, to construct a borehole. That's what Amala will tell you. They say it's a waqf. It's a Sadaqah to Jariyah. When you construct a borehole, when the engine spoils, who renovate it? Who repair it? Nobody. You see, still a Sadaqah to Jariyah when the borehole is no more working. You see, still that the meaning of Sadaqah to Jariyah is a Sadaqah to Jariyah, a Sadaqah that will work continue even on the day of Qiyamah. You still have the reward. The borehole you built that is no more working, who is enjoying it again? It's no more Sadaqah to Jariyah. And that is the essence of this organization. That you have an organization that can actually handle this thing for you. Then, the issue of our inheritance. Many people are afraid to be involved in Sarakatu Jariya. Please sit down. You are blocking me. Many people are involved in Sarakatu Jariya are not involved in it because they are afraid. They say we should go and do Sarakatu Jariya. What will my children have when I go? You are afraid, you don't want to do anything because you are even seeing the so-called Sarakatu Jariya, many people that want to pocket them. You don't see anything from it because somebody was who was the one telling me yesterday. I did the one that one big man said he used to give people like how many million? 100 million every month to do what?
To take care of people.
And what do they see? Say nothing. This is yesterday's story. Yesterday's story is not a long time story. These are the things that we don't know. But let me first tell us the first concept of Sarakatu Jariya. It is taking your estates or giving a particular thing that is your own and dashing God with the intention that God will dash you something back. And concept one. Concept two, the thing which you are giving for waqf must not be the principle that will be used. Let's give an example now that you are giving us mosque, you are giving us, let's say, 5 million naira as waqf. That 5 million naira, one penny must not be taken from it. It must be invested. If it is invested, you should also invest it in such a way that it will not die. So it is the gain we get on the investment that becomes your waqf that way. So the principle still remain until the day of Qiyamah. So that is the main difference of waqf and the so-called Sadaqatu Jariyah. Our father said, whatever we are going to do, we are going to support. Before you go, I will also need you. We need to meet people one by one. Not many people will have time to come for weekly, for monthly roundtable. Please, when you think that somebody has something, please, I will give you my number. I am the one to lead it. I won't even send anybody. Let's meet those people. When we met some people in Kano yesterday, day before yesterday, what we saw, we were almost crying at. Many people, like my father said, they don't know anything about waqf, and they are afraid of even doing it. The one they have done that, there was no results. Do we know Araji Bank in Saudi Arabia? You know Araji Bank in Saudi Arabia. I want you to Google it and find out. All his wealth, he has put it under waqf. All.
$15 billion, right?
Now?
$15 billion.
15, thank you so much, sir. So when you are talking, you see.
500 million for education.
Now?
500 million
For
what?
So, all what he has put it under waqf. In fact, he used to be proud that he is the poorest rich man. Now, do you know why we do it? Many of us are afraid that when you do waqf, it is just for some people. No. You can say 60% of the investment yield on my waqf should go to my children. You can say my children, they should be paying them so amount every month. And their own children, any school they want to go in the world, from the investment, they must go there. Any school they want to go, you must fund it. And you must support them to do everything they want to do. And when they finish, you must get them a duplex. And make sure that a car must be given to them every 3 years. At the end of the day, if you put that one there, your children actually not need to work. The problem that we usually face when children will be fighting for inheritance of that, don't deceive yourself that your children, they are good children. The day you die, the day you know that they are not, especially when the money is involved. I related the story of the late Emir of Kano here. Incidentally, when I was relating the story, somebody was there who confirmed that when Emir of Kano died, Alhaji Adu Bayero, his friend Aminu Kano, Aminu Dantata was there. They wanted to share the inheritance of him. Said before they do it, they first gave all the children 80 million. Sorry, I can't say exactly. And they now told the children, please let us do waka for your father. I said, no, if our father wants it, he will have done it. Please give us our money.
Allah.
All of us will have that. So don't think your children are good. Then you go to the mosque together, you are deceiving yourself. Serious deceit. So if you love yourself now, make sure that you see the way your back will be in your own life. And that is waka. There are different types of it. Today is not the day that I will be explaining the different type of it. But please feel free to invite us anything if you need more information. You read something. When I was hearing this for the first time, I think the fault is also from me if you don't know much about waka. Two reasons. The moment you mention it, I say, Inshallah, I will begin to create a time after Sufi prayers. I will come to the mosque. I will discuss it for like 5-10 minutes. When people have questions, they can ask questions the more that I will be coming. Apart from that, this place every month we do it, we call it a monthly waqf roundtable. Then I think those who are in charge, you are not making enough publicity for this program. If our own, who is they are the owner, said they are not aware, they have not know how much about waqf, then the problem is not from them, it's from us. If at home we are the one that is showing light, this program we are doing, we have done it in Sokoto, we have done it in Kaduna, we have done it in Oyo. Where again?
Abuja.
We have done it in Abuja. This is about the sixth time.
Oyo is a state priest.
We have done it in Oyo, Kwara, and Osun, and Lagos. And yet, the people at home said they are not aware. Then we are not doing well. We are not doing well at all. So I think we should do that. But please don't be far from us too. If you need any question, this thing is very, very important. And also your friend, the man which we met, the man said, the man says, if not because something happened, I would have met T.Y. Danjuma. Because the man insisted, I want me to discuss waka with T.Y. Danjuma. He said, because this thing is too good. Incidentally, Christians can also participate. That is the beauty of this. Rudin was not there when we went to a town called Marrakesh in Morocco. Marrakesh in Morocco, almost every aspect of their life were products of waqf. I don't know whether many of us have been to Turkey. I don't know whether you have seen what they call something VAKF in Turkey, VAKF. Have you seen it before? If you go to Turkey, you will see VAKF. You can Google it, just put VAKF in Turkey. They have at least the one I counted cannot be less than 15 different types of banks that are waqf bank. And in India, it has been working in India for more than 1,500 years. The government, I don't know whether you are aware, about a year ago, when the government changed the law of waqf in India, I don't know whether you are aware. You can Google it. Please just say waqf in India. It will show you so many things. Just put waqf in India. You will see so many things. Because the government discovered that the Muslims, they are becoming too powerful with waqf. If our waqf is well done, the owner of waqf, his family will be happy at the end of the day of the year. There won't be fighting. Do you know that most of the estates, of the inheritance of people used to be wasted because even the children don't know where they are. Some of them, the children don't know. And if you don't know, let me give you an instance. In UK, about 6 months or a year ago, UK confiscated about 21 houses belonging to Nigerians who they could not trace. So if he had given it to waqf, already the house was not doing anything for him when he was alive. So if you are giving it to waqf, the waqf can manage it anywhere in the world. When waqf manage those buildings for him, he can even say that they should be paying the children school fees, they should be paying the children house rent, they should be doing things for his children. Say 60% of what you earn should be going to my children. Nobody will know he has any property. The children will just be seeing that his father is giving them something, and that will not stop until the day of the end. Let me stop. If you have questions, I can see our fathers. If you please, the essence of this is for us to interact, to ask questions. It's not about lecture. You notice I didn't bring any paper. It is just for us to understand this thing. We should feel free to ask questions to know more. But let me quickly move to Albon, the AL-HABIBIYYAH volunteers. I've explained the other time, Al-Habibiyah volunteer is also part of the waqf system of Al-Habibiyah. The food bank will also go to Al-Habibiyah waqf system. Our what do we call it? Our food bank will go. We started planting trees. I don't know many of us, I don't know where we are. We started planting soursop. You know soursop tree, it is too economical. The leaf alone, the money they are selling it is unbelievable. Only the leaf. Then the fruit is one of the most expensive fruits you can lay your hands on now. So we were planting it around the bush. Our father has also been joining us in putting some other plants. If you steal the leaves, they said the leaves cure cancer and so many other sicknesses. And many people have confirmed that. It's already everywhere in our house. We have also put it in Mina. It is part of also our waqf. And this volunteer also is also going to be part of the waqf, inshallah. And that is why today we are making it public and to make it much more official and for people to be able to have a certificate of volunteerism. And our volunteerism today, they will go for a training. After the training, we'll be using many of them for waqf, more waqf, something, and we'll also use it for zakat. Many people are not paying their zakat, not because they don't want to pay, but they don't have information. Some of them, some of our fathers and mothers, they have information, but they forget. You know, the problem is too much. They need somebody or some people to be reminding them that this is the way to go about it, the way to go about it. When somebody reminds you, at least it will register in your brain that even if you are not doing it, you will know that you are the one that is not doing it. It's not that you don't know. So some of our volunteers will also involve them into zakat canvassing. They will be moving from one place to another, but I won't tell you what we'll be doing for them. I won't tell you what we'll be doing for them, but it will only be for those who are interested in being part of volunteers of zakat. Brad Rubin also mentioned using technology to do this. If you are into this IT, I hope all the people in IT are listening to me. You have to do waqf. I want you people to think of waqf that you are going to do that people can pay their zakat, people that can support can pay their waqf anywhere in the world. I hope they are listening. You didn't answer me. I hope they are listening. Okay. So everybody should be involved, and that is zakatul waqful amal, the one which you are gotten and you use the power that the experiences that Allah has given to you. So inshallah, we are going to officially inaugurate them today. Our fathers are here, who will also join you, and I wish you well. That when you work for Allah, let me tell you one thing: Allah will work for you. Unless your mind is not clean. If anybody can say somebody like me in this world can eat 3 times in a day, we say that person is telling lie. If anybody can say, I will have money to pay my house rent, wallahi that person is lying because I'm not doing any work. But Allah in His infinite mercy, if you are sincere, working for Allah, not thinking of pride, not thinking of praise, not thinking of appreciation, not thinking of abuses and insults, but you are just sure you are doing it for Allah, wallahi al-azim. I repeat it, wallahi al-azim. Nobody can be above you. I can use my life as an example. If somebody like me can have a house of my own, then if not for Allah, I don't know anybody who can do that. I don't know. I know there's no work I'm doing. And on my sitting, I will have it on where I'm sitting down. At times I used to joke with my children that I don't even know the work I'm doing. I am eating only God knows. So if I'm not telling you story of the time of the prophets now, I'm telling you what it is still available. So those of you that you have been invited for volunteer, you should know that Allah has called you by Himself. If you work for Allah, people abuse you, that's the outcome of things. They insult you, that's the outcome of tea. You get tired, that's the outcome of tea. You know what they call resilience? That when you fall down, you stand up again. When you are hungry, you put stone in your stomach and you still continue moving. People around you will think you are rich. The problem I have with so many people thought God is rich. They don't know I have joy in the work I do. At times in 1 week, I don't have 5,000 naira. In 1 week. And I will not go and beg anybody. But many people find it difficult to believe. If I say I don't have money, if you believe me, that's your own cup of tea. If you don't believe me, that's your own cup of tea. The God, Allah that I'm serving, knows that I'm not lying. So, if you do this, those of you that are volunteers, it is not a place where you get money, but Allah will provide for you. It is not a place where you say you have everything at your hand, but Allah will provide for you. Almighty Allah will help us. Almighty Allah will be there for us. I think I'm to combine the second one. What is your program? I will invite General to come and join me here. Then Honorable, also because Honorable is a judge. So, Honorable is the one. General, please come and join me. I want to use this way to recognize our brother who has been doing in broadcasting industry. Thank you so much. The member of the volunteers, probably before they stand up, I don't know, you read this thing. This is what